Well, here we go. Oh, what's up, guys? Dr. M3 here on a Memorial Day weekend. And I figured, just back from our Boston trip, and figure I would make a quick video for you guys on some awesome roads on a comparison between the Lamborghini Huracan LP610-4 and the 458 Italian. Now, these cars could never be any different, any more different. Here's the reason why. One, the Lamborghini is a all-wheel drive car. And in fact, this version has something called the Lamborghini dynamic steering, which does, something amazing. These roads are just horrible. Oh my God. A huge pothole back there. This something does something, what I call witchcraft. I drove this car back to back on the track with a Super Trofeo Stradale, which probably is the best Lamborghini Gallardo version ever made. And it is a street-worthy track car. And I have to tell you that the Huracan, there are a couple of corners that I did at Palm Beach International Raceway where consistently I came out of those corners 5 to 10 miles an hour faster in the Huracan than I did with the Super Trofeo Stradale. I would say it's a combination, I'm going to turn around here, of the dynamic steering and the magnetorheologic suspension. Those two things are essential to the performance of this car. Now, the 458 is a rear-wheel drive car, and there is something to be said about rear-wheel drive cars. You can let it slide a bit more, you can play with it a bit more than perhaps the Huracan, actually most other Lamborghinis, although the Huracan has the quality, the capability of sending 100% of the torque to the rear wheels. I love playing on these roads. So you do have that capability, but it's not, you can't sort of dial it in directly. It's actually under full throttle and under certain driving conditions that, man, these roads are horrible, that you can actually do that. But that allows you to get a bit of the rear-wheel drive feel of the 458 in a platform like the Huracan. So what are the redeeming features? What is it then about the 458 that's so cool? Well, one, it's a Ferrari. It has the racing pedigree, and the car is a really great performer. It sounds amazing if you ask me. In fact, it sounds way better than the car that replaced it, the 488 GTB. In my view, the 488 is a, let's put it this way, I think the turbos killed that car. They've taken a beautifully flowing body and unfortunately sliced it up with those vents that are required for the turbo on the side, and just overall, with the exception of the rear, the 458 looks better than the 488. That's my opinion. What do you guys think? Tell me what your thoughts on this. But I just think I think they lost an opportunity in the redesign of the 458. What else is different? Well, the dual clutch at least the interpretation of the dual clutch is very different between the two cars. They couldn't be any different. And here's how. On the 458, it is silky smooth. Ferrari wanted that smooth, very fast shifting that you get with that car. The only problem, as I see it is too smooth. It is way too smooth. There's no drama. There's no drama that you get with the 458. The drama that you get is it's fast and it moves. But the Huracan, in the application, in fact, Lamborghini deliberately lets the dual clutch slip a little bit to give you that emotional feel. And I think that's just awesome. It really is. And so when you're shifting, and I notice, and I'm going to make a comparison between, the Huracan and the Aventador. But when you're shifting in the Huracan, you'll notice I get a little bit of a snap, even though this dual clutch is really fast. In fact, the Huracan is as fast as the Aventador, although it's 110 horsepower deficit on the Anniversario. It is as fast as the Aventador, up to about 100 miles an hour. That tells you something. Wow, this is awesome. Great roads here. I'm gonna try to go across. So, corners in this car are, just freaking awesome. Just good. The look. There's no question that the Ferrari is more aesthetically designed. And when I say aesthetic, it's smooth lines, it's about aerodynamics. And not that the Lamborghini isn't, but Lamborghini has always had the bad boy flavor to it, right? You know what I mean by that. It is aggressive, in your face, no holds bar, willing to have crazy and outrageous colors and live with it. And the cars look amazing in virtually every color. 80% of every Ferrari has ever made, what's the color? Yes, you guessed it. Red with a tan interior. Not so boring on the Lamborghinis. That's just not the game they play. So I have to tell you, so between the steering is much better on the Huracan than it is on the 458. I've talked about the suspension. The suspension's a bit firmer on the Lamborghini than the Ferrari. There's no question about it. And you can dial it in based on the modes that you select. But having said that, they both are really good. I mean, the Magneto Rear Logic suspension that's on the Huracan does allow it to adapt based on the road surfaces. And much better so, I would say, than the Aventador, which does not have the system. The new Aventador SV, however, does have that system, and that car is just brutal. It's just, and if you haven't seen that video, I'm going to put a link to that video right here, but that's just awesome. Which car do I prefer to drive? Well, I think you can figure it out. Those of you who have followed the channel for a while recognize that I haven't been driving the other cars so much. And what am I in now? That should be your first indication as to which car I like better. So, you tell me, given the choice between a 458 Italia and a Huracan, and that's how you say it, by the way, an Huracan, which would you prefer? Tell me in the comments below. If you like me to do more of these videos and comparisons, let me know. More than happy to do it. Just a fun time. So let me know in the description below. Again, be sure to subscribe, rate, comment, share with your friends. We want this channel to really grow this year. We're going to be doing some awesome stuff, some rallies. We'll do some events. I'll still do the vlogology and the travelogues. And I have a new feature that I have coming up that I think you guys are going to like. So with that said, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.